it's Cara Whedbee with Simply Magical Vacations by Cara, your favorite magical vacation specialist, coming to you live for our Friday News Live show. Today, the first day of February 2019. Let's get going. We have a lot of news today. First of all, new gondola cabins have been revealed for the Disney Skyliner. Look at that, Toy Story, Star Wars, Donald and Daisy Duck, Guardians of the Galaxy, and so many more. It's so exciting. There's going to have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Pluto, Chip and Dale, Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, Lilo and Stitch, Moana, Peter Pan, The Princess and the Frog, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Zootopia. Other themed gondolas will include Coco, Goofy, Pete, Horace, Horsecollar, and Clarabelle Cow, Finding Dory, The Haunted Mansion, Monsters, Inc., Pirates of the Caribbean, and Ratatouille. I cannot wait. They've already put the gondolas on there to start testing them, but they've got like these tarps over them so you can't see the designs, but so exciting. Okay, let's talk about new merchandise. Epcot-inspired Mickey Sipper has arrived at the Disney parks, according to Blog Mini. Yes, it looks like a disco ball to me, but Epcot inspired. Also in Disneyland, Whitewater Snacks has reopened, which is the quick service restaurant at the Disney Grand Californian Hotel. It's serving up fresh new bites for breakfast, lunch, and dinner located at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa at the Disneyland Resort. Whitewater Rapids-inspired eatery serves up everything from Mickey waffles and buttermilk biscuits to Angus cheeseburgers and artisanal pizzas. In addition, the quick service restaurant now offers mobile order through the Disneyland app, allowing you to maximize your time by ordering and paying to skip the line. Also, if you're a DVC member or an annual pass holder at Disneyland, mobile order now takes your discount, including at these new quick service places they added it to. Yay! Start your morning off with a selection of classic breakfast dishes such as the American breakfast with eggs and bacon or sausage, or a warm breakfast burrito filled with scrambled eggs, tater bites, bacon, and cheese. The smoked salmon bagel sandwich is another option that swam upstream to join the menu, along with a few vegetarian options like the roasted vegetable and 3 cheese quiches, avocado toast, of course it's California, and egg white scramble with spinach, asparagus, avocado, and roasted tomato. And for the kids, they'll love the breakfast plate with turkey, bacon, scrambled eggs, fruit, and tater bites. Apparently, someone must own the word or phrase tater tots because Disney never uses that phrase. There are tater bites, there are potato barrels. I don't know. If you're looking for a sweet tart to your morning, you can indulge in a delectable breakfast pastry or a warm Belgian waffle topped with strawberries and chantilly cream. Buttermilk biscuit French toast also joins the menu with banana brulee, toffee sauce, and bacon dust. Interesting. For lunch or dinner, they've got new eats, including a couple of hearty bowls. The poke bowl comes with your choice of salmon, tuna, or tofu marinated in a poke sauce and either steamed white rice or shredded lettuce, red onions, pickled cucumber, edamame, avocado, green onion, and furikake. Then there's the rice bowl with your choice of grilled beef, chicken, or tofu over steamed white rice and served with a vegetable egg roll, pickled cucumber, and a hard-boiled egg. Ooh, might have to try that one. If you're looking for an on-the-go bite, you'll love the handcrafted sandwiches. Try the mortadella sandwich with provolone cheese and cornicons on a pretzel roll. The prosciutto lettuce and tomato sandwich with burrata cheese on a French roll, or the chicken salad curry sandwich on a butter croissant. You can also chow down on a skewer or choose from a shawarma, chicken, bulgogi beef, or Mediterranean vegetables. There's also a shawarma shop on most Disney Cruise Line ships. Artisanal pizzas are on the menu and come straight out of the pizza oven. You can try the margarita pizza or the pepperoni pizza, as well as the unique pies like the forest mushroom pizza with vegetarian sausage, or the charcuterie pizza with pepperoni, prosciutto, salami, and fennel, the opposite of vegetarian. Other unique offerings include the Cali grilled Angus cheeseburger with grilled asparagus celery salad, spiced hollandaise, Swiss cheese, and artichoke aioli, sustainable fish tacos with yuzu citrus slaw, and chicken fried brisket and waffle with barbecue sauce, pimento cheese spread, and house-made pickles. Wow. Kids can enjoy some yummy chicken breast or mini corn dog nuggets, as well as a Parmesan crusted grilled cheese and PB&J and Inn sandwich with peanut butter jelly and chocolate hazelnut spread. Nutella. All of these are served with either French fries or house-made chips. For dessert, you can sip on a classic root beer float with vanilla ice cream and chantilly cream, or you can try the seasonal crostata. I know what Tim's going to get. Whitewater Snacks is open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Awesome. Okay, here's the new character breakfast offered at Disneyland. It's going to start, I believe, March 30th. Yes. So this is going to be a Disney Princess character meal, and it's going to be at the Grand Californian Resort, so not in a park. You don't have to have a park ticket. At the Napa Rose restaurant, which is usually only open for dinner. It's a signature dining restaurant at dinner. So you start your day with an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind adventure alongside some of your favorite Disney princesses. You can dine on a delicious 3-course breakfast as you enjoy personal interactions, photo opportunities, a fun takeaway bag, and themed activities with the Disney princesses, all within the elegant surroundings of the Napa Rose restaurant. It begins Saturday, March 30th. Now for Disneyland, we can only book dining 60 days out there. So like if I wanted to do this, I couldn't book it yet because I'm not going until the end of July. I can't even count how many times we've been asked about Disney princesses dining at the Disneyland Resort. This popular form of character dining has clearly been missed since Ariel's Grotto closed in early 2018. That was because of Pixar Pier. Fear not, you and your family can dine with princesses again starting March 30th at the Disney Princess Breakfast Adventure. The new venue for the Princess Breakfast is the Napa Rose Hotel or restaurant in the Grand Californian Hotel. Let's see. This will not affect the normal operations of Napa Rose. It will still offer its normal menu during dinner hours, which in the past has been the only time it was open. Here's what you get. A 3-course breakfast. Disney princesses stop by your table, although they could change, so it's not the same princesses every time. Specialty coffees. Girls and boys will let their imaginations soar as they delight in enchanting activities that highlight what makes the Disney princesses unique. A personal princess portrait moment and a fun takeaway bag, so some sort of swag bag. 5 hours of complimentary parking at the Disney Grand Californian Hotel, because normally the parking's at least $20, $25 a day. It might be, I don't know how much it is an hour, but it's not free. All of this comes at a hefty price, $125 per person, whether or not you are an adult or a child. It is the same price. And gratuity is not included, nor are the taxes. So $125 plus taxes and gratuity for every person in your party, including children. This breakfast will be offered Thursday through Monday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So just Thursdays through Monday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Wowzers. So I know the equivalent is probably the Princess Tea Party that they offer at Grand Floridian Resort. It's also quite expensive, but it's cheaper for the adults because they don't give the adults the presents that they give the kids. This one, it seems like everybody is coming away with something. So I guess that's why it's the same price for everyone, but it's not cheap. But if you would like to book the Disneyland Princess Breakfast, let me know. The 26th annual Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival begins on March 6th, and it goes through June something this year, June 3rd, June 6th, something like that. There are some new things to share. In previous years, this year's festival will have no lack of new topiaries, edible pleasures, gardens to play in, and even an expanded lineup for the Garden Rocks concert series, which will happen every single night of the week during the festival. The 90-day event will continue through June 3rd and features dozens of Disney-crafted topiaries and beds of multicolored blooms that transport Epcot's landscape into a flower spectacular. Nearly 70,000 festival blooms will surround the lakes in Future World. While on the water, hundreds of colorful mini gardens will be set afloat. Okay, so here's what's in store. The popular Garden Rock series will expand to every day of the festival, featuring chart-topping artists performing 3 shows daily at the American Gardens Theater stage. That's 270 concerts, more than ever before, featuring new and returning fan favorites spanning multiple genres. Returning favorites like The Spinners and Herman's Hermit, starring Peter Noom, will be joined by new artists like Toby Mac and Stephen Curtis Chapman. In fact, I just booked one of my clients for the Stephen Curtis Chapman concert dining package. So the Garden Rocks concerts, just like any other festival concerts, you can do the dining package. If you're on the dining plan, it is 2 table service credits per meal if you do the dining package to go to a concert during a festival. And if you are paying out of pocket, then it's quite a bit more expensive than what that particular restaurant would normally cost. And they have like a prefix menu when you do a dining package. And they do not offer discounts on the dining packages. So just wanted to let you know that. So this can be booked if you're on the dining plan or even if you're not, and it guarantees you a seat to that particular artist concert that night. So there's 3 shows a night, 5:30, 6:45, 8:30. So if you're wanting to go to one of those 3, if you book a breakfast or an early lunch, it's going to be the earliest show. So, it just depends on what time you book and what times are still available for the show tickets for that night. So that's how that works. You do not watch the concert at the restaurant. There's a lot of confusion about this, about the dining packages. The concert does not happen when you're eating. They give you tickets at the end of your meal for the concert that night, and then you take those tickets to the entrance, the dining package entrance of the theater, and there's special seating for you. So there you go. Let's see, creative new culinary dishes and several new outdoor kitchens will debut this year. Advent Health is also going to host a kitchen along with a nearby playground where the whole family can learn fun and interactive ways to stay healthy. Woody and Buzz Lightyear will welcome Bo Peep and her sheep to their Toy Story topiary near the family play zone in future. Spike's Pollination Exploration Family Scavenger Hunt, that's a mouthful, will be more fun than ever this year with new locations to discover along the Garden Pollination Trail. Guests can also commemorate their scavenger hunt experience with select merchandise offerings featuring everyone's favorite bee, Spike. Spike is from the Bee Movie, like the one that Jerry Seinfeld played. Let's see, another guest favorite returning to the festival April 5th through 21st, while supplies last, is the Eggstravaganza Scavenger Hunt, where guests can search for Disney character-themed eggs around World Showcase. That's like the Easter one. So there's 2 going on at once during the April 5th through 21st. In celebration of Disney Nature's Penguins, which opens April 17th, a 9-foot-tall sculpture made from recycled marine debris will be on display in Future World, featuring an adult and baby Adele penguin, created by the nonprofit organization washedashore.org. This work of art is designed to inspire guests to keep the oceans and waterways clear of plastic pollution. Let's see, there's also the returning butterfly exhibit hosted by Go-Go Squeeze, where nearly 1,000 butterflies will fly among the garden's 24 nectar plants. Additionally, several World Showcase pavilions will include gardens with floral life representative of plants in their countries. In addition to the outdoor kitchens, raised bed or in-ground gardens of herbs and produce will offer guests the opportunity to learn how to grow healthy ingredients. Several Epcot food and beverage locations, including Taste Track and Refreshment Port, will offer festival-themed eats and libations. Additionally, guests can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 15 popular Epcot restaurants and guaranteed seating for the dining package. What we just discussed that. There's also guided tours available for guests interested in learning more about nature. In the behind-the-scenes tour in the Land Pavilion, guests can explore the fish farm and 4 greenhouses that make up the land at Epcot, which is also a ride. Additionally, 2 guided experiences exclusive to the festival include the Royal Tea Garden Tour presented by Twinings, which takes place each festival morning at the United Kingdom Pavilion. For a small fee, guests can follow a knowledgeable guide through the tranquil tea garden setting to learn the history and artistry behind growing and blending tea. A post-tour treat of tea and scones is also included. The shorter complimentary English Tea Garden Tour also will be offered on select days during the festival. During the Gardens of the World Tour, guests will join a Disney horticulturist for a 3-hour walking tour to explore the award-winning topiaries and gardens that make the festival so special. Guests will learn about the unique role landscaping plays at Walt Disney World and discover new plant materials and gardening techniques to use for home gardens. Guided tours are offered select days throughout the festival for an additional fee. Epcot admission is also required separately. And those tours can be reserved now. So if you'd like to go, let me know. Speaking of tours, oh my goodness. So I thought the $125 per person Disney Princess Character Breakfast was expensive. Wait till you hear about this one. A new VIP tour called World of Dreams is being offered at Walt Disney World. The tour costs $12,000 for up to 6 guests and is 12 hours long. 2 tour guides will conduct each tour. So here's what's included in your $12,000 12-hour tour. A backstage access and transportation, front of the line attraction access, a tour of the Cinderella Castle Dream Suite. Now, for $12,000, I should be able to get to sleep in the suite, but that's neither here nor there. Exclusive nighttime spectacular viewing spaces, all meals included, 3 a day with select alcohol. Access to any restaurant at Walt Disney World, no reservations needed. Let's see, and many more possibilities based on the guest request. Now, this just started, and apparently somebody is on one today. And somebody who was in the Magic Kingdom and saw them on their World of Dreams tour, or World of Dreams VIP experience, said that they all asked for Dole Whips, and somebody went and got them and brought them back to them on a tray. So apparently you can request many things on this $12,000 tour and get them. If you do the tour for one day, it's $12,000. If you add another day, each additional day is only $10,000. The World of Dreams tour is available to book now, but requires booking a week in advance to set up all of the more special opportunities. Who's with me? Let's go. We could all chip in and go on one of these. With 6 people, $12,000, you know, just a couple thousand each, and we're good to go. Beginning February 6th, guests attending the early morning magic at Disney's Hollywood Studios will no longer be served breakfast at the ABC Commissary. Instead, the breakfast location has moved to the Backlot Express. So that starts February 6th. Anybody going to the early morning magic at Hollywood Studios, which I have clients going, but I think they're going before that. So just so you know, the breakfast spot is moving on the 6th. The event menu, which consists of a continental breakfast buffet and the choice of a main dish, looks to remain the same. Breakfast will also continue to be served from event opening, which is 7:30, until 10 a.m. All right, there are new books and comics coming out that will explain or talk about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, like the planet of Batuu that Galaxy's Edge is based on or made to look like. So they're going to start incorporating this planet into some books that are coming out about Star Wars, and also some comics that are coming out before Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens, so that people will be familiar with it. So in Star Wars Pirate's Price, schemer and smuggler Hondo Ohnaka, which he's the guy that gets to use the Millennium Falcon in the Millennium Falcon ride, shares tales of his adventures aboard the Millennium Falcon, which includes journeys to Batuu and Blackspire Outpost, which is the name of the bazaar in the land, the planet and area that guests will see for themselves when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens later this year. When Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens this summer at Disneyland Park and this fall at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Oga's Cantina will become the new watering hole for guests and scoundrels alike. In Pirate's Price, the same book, the tap handles of the bar are made of old, worn-out technology and parts like droid arms, and are even an antique lightsaber hilt. How cool. I wonder if we'll recognize whose lightsaber it is. Patrons visiting Oga's Cantina will be able to try various galactic beverages, including one named the Fuzzy Tauntaun and Gamorrean Grog. Other food and drinks named in the book include the Sarlacc juice, blue Bantha buttermilk biscuits, blue Bespin breakfast bars, blue puff cubes, Bantha butter pancakes, and glow blue noodles. There's going to be a lot of blue food. Could we see the Bantha milk stand in Batuu serve any of these items? Who knows? Fans of the original Star Tours attraction will no doubt remember RX-24, nicknamed Captain Rex. In Pirate's Price, Rex has found himself a new job as the DJ for Oga's Cantina. Travelers will now find DJ RX spinning upbeat tunes daily in the cantina. In exchange for fixing up the Falcon for Chewbacca and Rey after the events of Star Wars The Last Jedi, Hondo is given permission to use the ship as he kickstarts his new business, Ohnaka Transport Solutions. This explains why Hondo is in possession of the Millennium Falcon when guests visit Galaxy's Edge. Inside the cantina, a bulletin board can be found that reads, "Flight crews wanted, no training necessary, fair pay, great experience, discretion is a must. Inquire at the Ohnaka Transport Solutions in the spaceport." Could this be the premise for the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run attraction? Sure sounds like it. In the latest installment of the Flight of the Falcon series, this book, Pirate's Price, is great for readers of any age. You can get your copy now at books.disney.com. Another Star Wars book that gives insight into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is Thrawn Alliances, which is now available at a bookstore near you. Even more details about Blackspire Outpost will be shared when a new comic miniseries arrives from Marvel Comics later this spring. Stay tuned for more details on Batuu, Blackspire Outpost, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as its opening seasons approach at Disneyland and Disney World. All right, here's from the Disney Parks blog a little bit more about this Disneyland Princess character breakfast experience. It's an amazing fairy tale come true. Soon you will be able to experience an unforgettable magical morning with some of your favorite princesses. The all-new Disney Princess Breakfast Adventures, yes, that's the name of it, Disney Princess Breakfast Adventures, is a unique, one-of-a-kind occasion where families can share special moments with some Disney princesses while enjoying an exquisite three-course breakfast at the award-winning Napa Rose restaurant. The morning also includes enchanting activities, intimate story times, a private portrait location, and premium keepsakes. Reservations are now available for this breakfast. Okay, the occasion takes place in the elegant surroundings of Napa Rose restaurant, where guests are welcomed into a charming new storytelling environment and served sparkling beverages, including champagne for adults. Well, there's your $125 adults. During the sumptuous breakfast event, Disney princesses such as Belle, Tiana, Ariel, Jasmine, and others arrive to greet and make memories with families. The morning adventure continues on the patio, inspiring a whole new world of possibilities, where the girls and boys will let their imaginations soar as they delight in storytelling inspired by confident, kind, and courageous Disney princesses who dream big and celebrate who they are. Princesses will share the moments that they felt empowered to be their true selves. Mulan may encourage children to strike a pose to discover their own inner warrior, while Rapunzel may share how she felt when she found the courage to explore the world outside her tower, showing little ones how to spin joyfully and shout, "Best day ever!" Disney Princess Breakfast Adventures will encourage youngsters to discover their own strengths and talents and start each morning with a can-do attitude to never stop believing that anything is possible. The morning concludes with a fond farewell photo opportunity, and special treasures to remember this inspirational day. For more information, including reservations for the Disney Princess Breakfast Adventures, visit the Disneyland Resort website. Interesting. They also list other ways to meet these same princesses when you're at Disneyland, probably because they didn't mention the price in the Disney Parks blog mention of this, but it's $125 a person. So if you can't afford that, but you still want to meet the princesses, you can go to Fantasy Fair in Fantasyland and you can meet Disney princesses, enjoy charming live performances, browse magical mementos, and revel in pure fairy tale enchantment. Also, storytelling at Royal Theater, you can behold the beloved Disney fairy tales live on stage with fun twists located in Fantasyland. Frozen Live at the Hyperion is at Disney's California Adventure. This dazzling theatrical interpretation of the smash hit animated feature tells the emotional and heartwarming adventures of royal sisters Anna and Elsa in a 1-hour Broadway-style show live on stage in Hollywoodland. Finally, Anna and Elsa's Royal Welcome is available in Hollywoodland. Drift into a wondrous wintry moment as you meet the splendid sisters from Frozen. So there's your way to meet those same princesses without having to spend $125 per person. Okay, Azamara Club Cruises, which is owned by Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruise Lines, has launched a new online check-in experience. This new online system has streamlined the check-in process and offers a quick and easy way to check in, enabling you to finalize vacation details up to 3 days prior to sailing so that you don't have to spend time doing so at the port. Actually, Royal and Celebrity all have this as well. Guests simply have to log into My Account and then complete the profile information for each guest they're checking in. They'll also be able to upload each individual's travel documents and security photo. That will save you a lot of time at the port. Additionally, the new online check-in gives your clients control of their onboard experience account with the ability to establish spending privileges for each member in their party. Please note the new online check-in is solely for guests. I cannot check you in, so sorry. You must do it yourself, but it's not hard. Virgin Voyages, let's talk about it. There's a bunch of news about this thing. Okay, so Virgin Voyages is the brand new cruise line established by Richard Branson, who owns all the other Virgin stuff, you know, Virgin Records, Virgin Airlines, whatever. Now he owns Virgin Voyages, which is his cruise line. The first ship is going to be called the Scarlet Lady, and it will debut in 2020. Today, we got a lot more information about it because starting on Valentine's Day, I can start booking Virgin Voyages for you. So let's learn a little bit more about it. The first of four, Scarlet Lady is the first of 4 cruise ships planned for the Virgin Voyages cruise line, including some over-the-top suites for the adults-only vessel. This vessel is only, this cruise line and its ships are only for ages 18 and up. It is an adults-only cruise line. That's the first of many firsts that I'm going to tell you about in Virgin Voyages. The ship, which is under construction at Fincantieri shipyards in Italy and not due until 2020, will eventually call the Port of Miami home. In 2018, port officials joined company founder Richard Branson announcing that the line will build a new terminal for 2 of the ships to open in 2021. Before then, though, details have been slowly doled out about the 2,770 passenger, 110,000 gross ton ship. The most recent are details about the 78 suites coming to the ship, which the line is calling Rockstar Suites. For the highest end, 15 of these Rockstar Suites are called Mega Rockstar Suites and include the 2 biggest. The 2,147 square foot massive suite. Other high-end suites fall under the monikers Fab Suites, Posh Suites, and Gorgeous Suites. The massive suites will sit atop the ship's bridge and feature their own music room filled with guitars that also seconds as a spare bedroom. Let's see. These suites also have a bathroom with a hot tub and a shower that overlooks the ocean. Each suite's terrace also has a hot tub, outdoor shower, and 2 hammocks. So the terraces on the ship have a hammock that you can sit in when you're outside on your balcony. All 15 Mega Rockstar Suites will feature custom stocked bars as well. All of the suites are designed by Tom Dixon and will feature king-size beds and their own turntables, hammocks on the terrace, and other trappings. We wanted to use all the aspects of the Virgin brand, including our musical legacy, elements of Virgin Galactic, and inspiration from Richard Branson's Necker Island, said Jamie Douglas, who's the senior product design manager for Virgin Voyages. The idea was to consider sailor needs, that's what you're called, a rock star sailor, and comforts, and create suites that were social, inspirational, and relaxing so that they wanted to spend time in them. As for the rest of the ship, Virgin Voyages said 86% of the cabins will feature a balcony. That's a lot. And 93% will feature an ocean view. So almost all of them are ocean view or balcony cabins. That's great. Previous details revealed about the ship include public spaces, including restaurants, bars, and even a tattoo parlor. That's right. If you're at sea and you want a tattoo, you can get one on Virgin Voyages. Previous details revealed about the ship include, I just said that. Unlike standard cruises, there won't be a traditional buffet. There's also not going to be a main dining room or assigned dining times. The ship will feature more than 20 places to grab a bite or a drink. Each restaurant will feature its own bar. At the top of the list is Razzle Dazzle, which is named in reference to the zigzag pattern employed on World War I ships to act as camouflage. Thematically, Razzle Dazzle offers up vegetarian and vegan dishes for the nice, but also allows for meat add-ons to the dishes and alcoholic infusions to the healthy smoothies for the naughty. It's also home to a drag brunch. So, if you're not into that, then you probably don't want to go to brunch there. Another eye-catching dining option is the Test Kitchen, which is a combination of avant-garde cuisine and culinary school. The venue features walls patterned like a periodic table of the elements, except retooled to be representative cooking ingredients. Classes will include cooking, mixology, and even coffee labs, as well as the promise of late-night lock-ins. When working with the Virgin Voyages team, we were inspired by some of the best dining spots around the world, but we also had to gaze into what the future of dining would look like and bring the most alluring restaurant concepts to sea, said the executive chef, Brad Fromery of Avroco Hospitality Group. Those dining options include the steak and seafood option, Wake, which is located at the aft of the ship with a view of the ship's wake. Well, that makes sense. Italian, hey, shh. Buddy, be quiet. It's all right. It's just the girls. All right, so the Wake restaurant is located at the aft near the wake of the ship. Italian Trattoria Extra Virgin, which is a shared plate. Also, there's a shared plate Mexican option of pink agave, a Korean barbecue Genobane, as well as the pizza place. Instead of a buffet, there will be a surrogate known as the galley, which will feature 8 shops and food carts themed for the time of the day, including a bakery, panini shop, burgers, tacos, sushi bar, noodle bar, soup, salads, and a 24-hour American diner. Also serving small plated Mediterranean fare and flame grilled skewers will be the Dock, which is a beach club themed lounge on Deck 7. Of note, the food is made to order in an effort by the line to cut down on waste. The ship's nightclub will also be called the Manor, which was the name of Branson's first Virgin music studio. Those staying in the suites will also have their own cocktail bar called Richard's Rooftop. For pampering and relaxation, the line has dubbed its efforts Vitamin C and touts 9 spaces, including a secluded sun deck called the Crow's Nest that will be home to sunrise and sunset yoga, a signature red running track called the Runway, the athletic club with outdoor training zone, boxing ring, strength and gymnastics equipment, gaming area, cabanas, and sports bar. Also on the fitness menu is B Complex with strength training, spin classes, yoga, and other cardio with what the line is calling the Build, Burn, Bike, and Balance Rooms. For winding down, there's the Gym and Tonic Bar, gym, that's funny, an adjacent pool surrounded by fitness apparatus similar to Muscle Beach in Venice Beach, California. The spa on Deck 5 is called Redemption, inspired by an underwater cave and featuring a hydrotherapy pool, a mud room, salt room, cold plunge pools, quartz beds, and spa treatments. At night, the spa will get a DJ for parties. Also on board will be a blow-dry bar called the Dry Dog, the Stubble and Groom Barbershop with male pedicure space, and a mani-pedi spa. Another public space unique to Virgin is the Tattoo Parlor. The line has partnered with New York brand World Famous Ink for its own ship space called Squid Ink. Tattooing is a time-honored seafaring tradition, and we're continuing that legacy with rock and roll style by bringing some of the best ink artists to the sea, said Virgin Voyages president and CEO Tom McAlpin. Our sailors are looking to make lifelong memories, and we think there's no better way to commemorate their first voyage with us than with a souvenir that they'll never lose track of. While exact costs have yet to be revealed, the line said that the fares will include all restaurants, group fitness classes, soft drinks, and other features that would be upcharges on most other cruise lines. Scarlet Lady's inaugural season will be sailing the Caribbean, which will include several visits to Cuba with overnight stays in Havana, but exact itineraries have yet to be rolled out by the line. Again, they start in 2020. It won't get to use its planned new Miami terminal until the following year. That terminal, designed by Arquitectonica, which also designed nearby American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, will be a 2-story terminal with a rooftop made to resemble a palm tree grove. It's designed to be home to 2 Virgin ships. The second ship, which is due in 2021, is already under construction in Italy, as well with 2 more unnamed ships, which are due in 2022 and 2023. All of the ships in the fleet, again, are for 18 and older. I will show you some pictures of it in just a second when I get to them, but if you are looking for an adults-only cruise, that is the one. All right, here are some new ears coming to Disney World and Disneyland. They are castle ears, and they have a castle up here in the center of the bow. They're silver, and then the bow is gold and very sparkly. And those are coming soon to Walt Disney World and Disneyland. All right, just so you know, those of you who need to book Southwest for a trip that I've already got you booked for, or a trip that you want to plan and just haven't contacted me yet, Southwest released their dates yesterday all the way through October 1st. So if you're looking for the cheapest flight on Southwest, that is the time to get it as soon as they release their dates. So go out and check those out. I also got this email, so I thought I would go to this link and then save this information so I could tell it to you. I will be staying at Walt Disney World after February 27th when the new credit card charging policy starts. So I'm going to read to you what they sent to me about the new policy. For stays including or commencing on or after February 27th of 2019, if you choose to place a payment card on your hotel folio account for expenses and incidental charges, the following terms and conditions apply. An authorization hold for the remainder of any balance due on the reservation and an additional $100 hold for estimated incidental expenses will be placed on the card on the scheduled arrival date. Additional authorization holds will be placed on the card through and until the end of checkout day as incidental expenditures exceed the amount that was previously authorized on the card. If the card on file is declined for the required initial authorization hold, you must provide another card or other means of payment for charging privileges. If an incremental authorization is declined, charging privileges for that card will be removed and you will be required to provide an alternate means of payment for any outstanding balance and or future incidental card charges. For reservations longer than 5 days, the card on file will be charged the current balance on the hotel folio on every 5th day of your stay and on the day of checkout. Additional authorization holds and charges will be placed on the card as specified in these terms and conditions. Subject to these terms and conditions, your charging privileges will continue through and until the end of checkout day. If expenses are posted to your hotel folio on checkout day, the card on file will be charged for these expenses on checkout day or the day after checkout. If you choose to change the method of payment from the card you placed on file, you must do so using online check-in prior to the arrival at the front desk. The acceptance of the alternate payment form may be subject to different terms and conditions. You represent that you have the right to do and authorize the owners of Walt Disney World Resort and or their affiliates to charge the cards linked to your hotel reservation the full amount due, which may include any balance due on your hotel room, including incidental Disney Resort charges, hotel charges, parking fees, rental fees, extensions of your stay, smoking recovery fees, any property damage or loss due to your negligence or willful conduct, and any other miscellaneous charges. You understand that your cards will be charged for all amounts due on your folios without any further action on your part based on the authorization you have granted. Acceptance of a card payment is subject to approval by the issuing financial institution. The transactions that appear on your itemized folios will be charged to your payment card accounts that you have previously placed on file and will be transmitted electronically without further approval from you, and that your personal liability for this account is not waived if another person, company, or association is billed but fails to pay. So there you go. Sounds to me like people were putting cards on there that they knew were going to be declined so that they didn't have to pay or get charged. And Disney was started losing money. So that is the new charge policy at Walt Disney World. Okay, there is a new update for your Disneyland app. So if you did not update it, do so now. Ooh, okay, so SeaWorld, another thing I can book, has vacation packages available right now for their Seven Seas Food Festival. So you can sip and sample your way around the world of international street food traditions and enjoy live performances. The package details are food and brew 5-item sampling lanyard for everyone in your party, unlimited visits to SeaWorld for the entire length of your visit, free parking at SeaWorld, signature show seating at SeaWorld, choice of hotel accommodations, including one free night at your hotel in the package, and an additional park with length of stay admission for only $20 per park per person. That's really cheap. Additional park, you could choose Busch Gardens in Tampa, or you could choose Aquatica, their water park. So that is the Seven Seas Food Festival vacation packages at SeaWorld Orlando. If you would like to book that, just let me know. Seven Seas returns with more dates than ever from February 9th through May 5th. New this year, starting on February 15th, guests will be able to enjoy Seven Seas on Friday evenings from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. with all food and drink booths available to visit. They have local craft beers, exciting new flavors, while exploring culinary marketplaces throughout the park. A complete menu of the Seven Seas Food Festival dishes and drinks can be found online. In addition to delicious eats, guests can enjoy world-class entertainment each Saturday and Sunday at Bayside Stadium, all included with theme park admission. The first 6 weeks of live entertainment with more are going to be announced. February 9th is The Fray, the 10th is Sugar Ray, the 16th is Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, the 17th is Little River Band, the 23rd is Flo Rida, February 24th is 98 Degrees, March 2nd is Lifehouse, March 3rd is Cole Swindell, March 9th is Lee Bice with Low Cash, that's the 5 p.m. start time. March 10th is I Love the 90s featuring In Vogue, Kid and Play, Coolio, Tone Lock, Rob Bass, Young MC with a 5 p.m. start time. March 16th, my birthday, is Bret Michaels, and March 17th is Genta de Zona. So that's what they've announced so far for their festival. All right, so let's talk about the new agreement in Galveston for Disney Cruise Line. The new agreement outlines plans for a shared cruise terminal that will accommodate a ship equal to or larger than the Disney Magic and the Disney Wonder. Ooh, exciting, we can get another ship. Additionally, the Port of Galveston projects that over the first 5 years of the potential 20-year agreement, Disney will nearly double its sailings. So in November of 2018 through October of 2019, they have to have a minimum number of 10 sailings out of Galveston. Starting November 1st of 2019 through October 31st of 2020, they must have 14 minimum sailings. November 1st of 2020 to October 31st of 2021, they must have 20 sailings. And by 2021, their first new ship will have, or next new ship will have come out. Let's see, November 2021 through October 31st of 2022, they must have 22 minimum sailings. November 1st of 2022 through October 31st of 2023, they must have 24. And by 2024 and every subsequent year, they must have 26, which is half a year. So basically, they must double the number of sailings that they normally have out of Galveston on Disney Cruise Line by 2024. So this is exciting, and the port can accommodate a ship equal to or larger than the classic ships of the Wonder and the Magic, which the Wonder's been the one that's been there lately. So I would love to see another ship come there. That'd be awesome. Doing some quick math, according to Disney Cruise Line blog, this new contract means that Disney Cruise Line is committed to Galveston until 2028. Back in December of 2018, the Port of Galveston was working to secure a 5-year agreement with Disney Cruise Line. The port met in mid-December to discuss the agreement, which we've already talked about. According to the December 18th meeting, Disney Cruise Line's contract with the port expired in November, so the new agreement was retroactive and backdated to November 1st of 2018. The Port of Galveston's long-term hope is to lure a Disney Cruise Line ship to sail year-round from Texas, but Disney is not yet ready to commit to a full year worth of sailings. However, the board hinted at DCL's potential to go year-round in about 5 years. During the meeting, the board members mentioned that the contract gives Disney Cruise Line Terminal 2 on Saturday and Sundays, with some exceptions based on other berthing agreements that are already in place with other cruise lines. The Port of Galveston released the following statement on the agreement. September 22nd, 2012 marked the first time ever that a Disney Cruise Line ship set sail from the state of Texas with the maiden voyage of the Disney Wonder. The port has been the seasonal home port to both Disney Wonder and Magic ever since. We are thrilled to be able to continue to give Texas and the Southwest region of the U.S. the opportunity to experience Disney cruise vacations from their own backyard. I'm excited about this. You should be excited too. I cannot wait to see what other sailings they offer, what other ships they may bring. That is going to be awesome. I sure hope they eventually do year-round sailings, but I would be happy with double. That would be a start. So yay, Disney Cruise Line in Galveston. All right, D23 members, of which I am a gold member. You can now book online and receive 10% off the total fare on your next airport ride on a super shuttle. Yay! I might do that when we arrive at LAX. It's also available to gold members. You can get a $10 discount off a round trip LAX ticket fares and a $5 discount off of one-way ticket fares on the Disneyland Express. Also a good option when you fly into LAX. Disney says it is on track to complete its purchase of 21st Century Fox by June, according to an SEC filing. So they will own Fox by June. Fantasmic is returning to Disneyland on March 8th. So if you've been waiting, it comes back March 8th. All right, here's another SeaWorld vacation package. It's a kids stay and play for free vacation package. Free child's admission to SeaWorld with each paying adults. So here are the package details. Free child's admission to SeaWorld with each paying adult. A length of stay vacation to SeaWorld, visitation to SeaWorld. Free parking at SeaWorld. Signature show seating at SeaWorld, a choice of hotel accommodations including one free night, and an additional park with length of stay admission for only $20 per park per person. Another great SeaWorld vacation package. Rock and roller coaster with Aerosmith at Walt Disney Studios Park in Disneyland Paris has been added to the long-term closures calendar. The last day to enjoy a ride with Steven Tyler will be September 1st of 2019 in Disneyland Paris, because they're going to make that into an Iron Man themed coaster. Let's see. The gates to Sunset Showcase, this is hard to say, Sunset Showcase, according to WWNT.com, have been torn down in preparation for the upcoming arrival of Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy and Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World. They are also seem to be moving the Fast Pass entrance queue to Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios. So, and apparently that where they're moving it to is where the paper Fast Pass distribution for that ride used to be. The single rider line is also being moved for Rock and Roller Coaster. With Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy pulling into Disney's Hollywood Studios on March 31st, there are bound to be many more changes coming to this area, so we'll let you know. All right, so Disney Cruise Line also announced this week that they are going to continue the Marvel Day at Sea and Star Wars Day at Sea sailings in 2020. On Disney Cruise Line, you can sail to places far, far away, and in 2020, you can experience galaxies far, far away as well. That's right, the Epic Adventures at Sea return to Disney Cruise Line next year with limited engagements of two popular experiences, the Star Wars Day at Sea and the Marvel Day at Sea. Backed by popular demand, these 5- and 7-night sailings on the Disney Magic and Disney Fantasy, respectively, combine the splendor of a Disney Cruise Line vacation with a special day at sea filled with unique character encounters, live shows, and action-packed entertainment. Celebrate legendary adventures and iconic adventures from Star Wars Saga on special 7-night Disney fantasy sailings from January to March of 2020, taking you to the Caribbean for an out-of-this-galaxy experience. In addition to encounters with the galaxy's most formidable and heroic characters, including Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2, this cruise features a full day of Star Wars activities, including live shows, Star Wars-themed family and kids activities, unique food and beverage, and special merchandise offerings. The day ends with Summon the Force, which is a deck party that celebrates the Star Wars universe and caps off the night with a fireworks show. Of galactic proportions. From January to early March 2020, special 5-night Disney Magic sailings will combine the excitement of a Disney cruise to the Caribbean and Bahamas with the thrills of renowned Marvel comics, films, and animated series for an action-packed day-long celebration of the Marvel universe. Join the largest assembly of Marvel superheroes and villains, including the recent addition of Captain Marvel, along with Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and more. Highlight an all-day entertainment lineup that includes live shows for the whole family, an extraordinary deck show, Marvel-themed activities for kids and families, special merchandise, and unique food and beverage offerings. All right, so Marvel Day at Sea and Star Wars Day at Sea have been announced for 2020. They're still available, yay. Let's see. So here's the comic book series that Star Wars and Marvel have announced to tell more about Batuu, the planet that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is on. StarWars.com has announced a lineup of 6 books and comics that will take guests into the vast world of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Blackspire Outposts. Here's a rundown of the content that you'll soon be able to dive into to learn more about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which opens at Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios this year. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge miniseries. We start with a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge miniseries that will be released on April 24th of 2019. This is according to blogmickey.com. Written by Ethan Sachs, this 5-issue miniseries will be the first to meet the infamous Doc Ondor, the Ithorian collector of rare antiques and a character that guests will be able to see in the new theme park lands. Blackspire, this novel will be set as a prequel to the Disney Parks experience that guests will step into later this year. It centers around General Leia Organa and the top spy that she sends to Blackspire Outpost, who searches desperately for resistance allies. Blackspire will be released on September 3rd, 2019. A Crash of Fate, written by Zoraida Cordova, A Crash of Fate is set to be released on August 6th of 2019 and is a young adult novel that will focus on Izzy and Jules. Izzy and Jules were best friends until Izzy's family abruptly left Batuu when she was 6. Now she's back, and Jules, the boy who never left, is unsure what to make of her. While on the run from vengeful smugglers and an angry pirate, the two friends will come to terms with who they are and what they mean to each other. Star Wars Myths and Fables. This features thrilling stories, fables, and myths in a galaxy far, far away. The book features 2 stories that take place on the remote outer rim world of Batuu, plus many other untold tales from the edge of the galaxy. Star Wars Myths and Fables will be released on August 6, 2019. Then they're also releasing the official Galaxy's Edge cookbook. For the foodies, there will be an official cookbook from Inside Editions featuring some of the exotic cuisine created for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, as well as dishes drawn from the saga's history. The book will be written for home cooks of all ages and skill levels by Chelsea Monroe Castle, a New York Times bestselling author of A Feast of Ice and Fire, the official Game of Thrones cookbook, the World of Warcraft cookbook with Mark Sumerak, Star Wars droidography, and the official Galaxy's Edge cookbook is set to be released later this fall. Galaxy's Edge Kids Comic. A Galaxy's Edge Kids comic will come from IDW Publishing, home of the critically acclaimed Star Wars adventures and Tales from Vader's Castle, to transport readers to the mysterious world of Batuu in an action-packed adventure for readers of all ages. The Galaxy's Edge Kids comic is set to be released later this fall. All right, so there's all the books and comics you can read to be prepared for your experience in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. According to a permit filed from the state of Florida, Coastal Steel Inc. is getting ready to install rider steel at the Tron roller coaster site. The permit was filed yesterday and lists 4970 North World Drive as the location, which we know from earlier permits is what is being used as a location for the Tron roller coaster at Magic Kingdom, according to blogmickey.com. Coastal Steel Inc. has a long history with Disney that includes installation of Expedition Everest, Goofy's Barnstormer, Rock and Roller Coaster, Primeval World, repairs on Space Mountain, and more. Additionally, they've installed the SheiKra roller coaster in Busch Gardens, Flight of the Hippogriff in Universal Studios Orlando, and track repairs on the old Jaws attraction. Needless to say, Coastal Steel Inc. has a long history with ride track installation, so it's more than likely that they will take the lead on the track installation on the Tron roller coaster as well. As far as timing is concerned, the permit doesn't have an end date, which suggests that the work outlined in the permit will be completed within the year. With a concrete pour already underway on the Tron roller coaster site, it's likely that we will see track installation in the first half of this year. Of course, whether Disney decides to erect the show building first, like in the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, or install the track first, like they did in Shanghai Disneyland, remains to be seen. We shall see. Okay, so here is what the Virgin Voyages itineraries or places that they're sailing could look like. While dates and some itineraries have yet to be announced, here are the itineraries that Virgin Voyages had just announced. 4-night cruises to Cuba with an overnight in Havana, 5-night cruises to Cuba with an overnight in Havana, 5-night Mayan soul sailings with a stop in Costa Maya, Mexico, 5-night Dominican days sailings with a stop in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Sailors will also have more time to explore in each place with extended port hours and an overnight stay or a late night sail away on all voyages. Details about an additional destination for all sailings will soon be released. That's cool. Gives you extra time in port. Sailors are going to be able to carve their own paths in places like Costa Maya, where they can explore the ancient Maya ruins, experience luscious jungles, visit the Great Maya Reef, or make their way through top-tier restaurants and clubs on the beach. While in Puerto Plata, they might hang 10 at surf school, then cable car up a mountain, only to end the day rowing a kayak through canyons. The overnight stay in Cuba will guide sailors on an exploration through Old Havana alongside the historic cars and architecture. While there, sailors will get a taste for the delectable cuisine, salsa dance the night away, or even join a people-to-people cultural exchange for an up-close and personal view on Cuban life. Virgin Voyages is promising to offer an experience unlike anything else at sea. There won't be any formal nights, assigned seating for dinner, or forced gratuities. No nickel and diming on board with Virgin Voyages. All dining venues will be included in the cruise fares, and let's see, reservations on Virgin Voyages will open for pre-sale on the 5th for people who already put in a deposit last year. Everybody else, Valentine's Day. Okay, this is pretty crazy. So on Tuesday of this week at Disneyland, according to Anaheim Police Sergeant Darren Wyatt, a guest climbed out of the Space Mountain ride vehicle during ride operation on Tuesday afternoon. Yes, you heard me. He climbed out of the vehicle while the ride was going. This is very dangerous. Please do not ever do this. So apparently, initial reports on social media had indicated that other guests in the attraction thought the man had fallen out of the ride because on the ride photo at the end of the ride, his friends were all clutching each other upset and there was a missing person in the car. And so they thought that he had fallen out because nobody knew anything. But the sergeant denies that he fell out. He did not fall out, Wyatt said. He had to maneuver himself around the safety mechanism. According to the OC Register, the man had cognitive disabilities and was able to get out of the ride restraints during the roller coaster's initial climb. Disneyland cast members stopped the ride once they realized the man wasn't in the ride vehicle. Disneyland officials said the ride vehicle's lap bar restraint remained engaged and that the man used force to maneuver his way out of the vehicle. According to Anaheim Police, there was no injury reported or police reports. Space Mountain remains closed since Tuesday because of this. Okay, so now actually it just reopened about an hour ago. But they had to have another inspection by the theme park inspection people to make sure everything was okay before they reopened the ride. Because this dude did this, okay? So don't get out of the ride. Hands, feet, arms, and legs stay in the ride vehicle at all times, especially on a roller coaster in the dark. Goodness gracious. So, I mean, this guy had, according to the sergeant, cognitive disabilities. That maybe he should not have been riding it. I mean, Space Mountain is a very scary, fast, especially in Disneyland, very fast, inside roller coaster in the dark, pitch dark. So I don't know that you should ride it if it's going to be scary for you, which apparently it was for this man. And so he forced his way out of the restraints. He had to climb out somehow. I've been on the Space Mountain at Disneyland, and it's a 2-person seater, whereas the one in Disney World is 1 person behind each other. Theirs is 2 people next to each other, plus the safety restraints down. So how a 20-year-old man got out of them, I don't know, but the safety restraints were still down. So evidently he was adamant about getting out. At least he did it on the climb, which is slow, and there's stairs there. So he was fine, apparently. The cast members got him off the ride and then shut it down. So they did the right thing. But oh my gosh, don't do that. Don't let your children do that. That is scary. So they had to keep it closed until they had another inspection, and it just reopened this afternoon. So there you go. All right, here's some pictures of the Virgin Voyages ships, as promised. Here's their cabins. Okay, so this is a regular balcony cabin, which it said 86% of the rooms on the ship will have a balcony. So what's interesting about this is that it has this couch, like daybed type thing, during the day, and at night they turn that into your bed. It like folds into a bed, so it gives you more space to like hang out during the day. The Virgin Voyages sea cabins are designed for function and mobility. They feature flexible furnishings for increased socializing opportunities, upgraded bathroom experiences, and tech-forward, clever cabin touches like eco modes. As opposed to the looks-focused Rockstar suites, these cabins were designed to resonate with all sailors using innovative yet simple approaches. So sailors can feel free to either revel or relax depending on how the mood strikes. We wanted this to be a place where people actually wanted to hang out, said Jamie Douglas, the Senior Product Design Manager for Virgin Voyages. The cabin feels like a reflection of modern city living, a design that works harder with what are normally constricted spaces. Because as a business, Virgin has always been design-led, each space and element has meticulously been thought through down to the very deliberate decision to use top-quality materials like saddle leather chairs complete with refined stitch details. All right, so when the bed is out, notice that's where the couch was. This is what it looks like. And look, notice how the lighting can be changed up here, the colors. To counter the boxiness of traditional sea cabins, the exclusive patent-pending cabin layout was born in partnership with Pearson Lloyd Design of London. The layout uses intelligent architecture to optimize space with an angled wall that, though hardly detectable, vastly alters the room. Part of that change is to make room for the seabed, the first ever transformational cabin bed at sea, specially engineered and handcrafted by German-based Walter Knoll designers. With air conditioning being one of the most wasteful elements on ships, sustainability was another consideration. PIR presence detectors with eco modes were added, while where aircon, lighting, and curtain settings auto-adjust for energy conservation when a sailor steps out of the cabin. Did you leave your phone charging in the room? Don't worry, the cabin knows and keeps it charging when all other outlets are off. Most wall switches were removed since the room knows the time and location of the ship and adjusts the lights and blinds accordingly. Only as clever as a sailor needs, the technology can also be controlled personally on your in-room tablet. With a focus on creating a strong connection with the sea, 93% of the cabins have sea views and 86% have sea terraces with outdoor hammocks for lounging beneath the stars. That includes an extra large sea terrace option for even more added room and terrace space. For the less sea focused, there is also a variety of insider cabins with solo options for more personal travel. If you prefer a crew, then the loft-style bunk bed line social insider cabin may be your thing. Here is what the hammock looks like. So there's the terrace and there's the hammock, and it's got like a shamu in it. Overall, the cabins are revolutionizing ship design with modern yet light furniture meant to allow for increased energy flow while still expertly engineered to invoke strength like small sea tables craftily shaped like the hull of a ship. Most standard cabins will have transitional seabeds, sustainably sourced hand-woven hammocks, sensory mood lighting, in-room entertainment with a 43-inch plus 4K flat-screen HD TV, mini bars, glam areas. Yes, there is a glam area for all your makeup, ladies. Flexible wardrobes and premium products in upgraded bathrooms with roomy rain showers. These personal retreats combine modern aesthetics, yacht-like sensibilities, and functional living space, all working together to meet sailor needs. Stylish yet somehow still informal, these cabins aim to change the face of modern sea travel. Here is what an expanded terrace looks like. extra large terrace. With roots that trace back to the 1800s, sailing vacations were once exclusive and decadent affairs for travelers with distinctive tastes. Today, the team at Virgin Voyages is tapping into the nostalgia of these historic days of sailing with the creation of the indulgent rock star suite offerings on board the Scarlet Lady, setting sail in 2020. While not just for the elite anymore, the legendary glamour has led the way for how these deliberately detailed top-tier spaces were meant to make sailors feel. We were inspired by historic vessels of the past that exuded charm and luxury, said Dee Cooper, Senior Vice President of Design for Virgin Voyages. We wanted to inject a bit of that exclusive, distinctive, luxurious feeling, nostalgia, in a contemporary way that speaks to today's traveler more. This is the living space of one of the massive suites on Virgin Voyages. Notice it has its own turntable. These spaces, conceived by the team at Virgin Voyages in collaboration with world-renowned designer Tom Dixon of Tom Dixon Design Research Studio, encourage connection with the sea while featuring all those details a sailor might need to live out their rock star dream, minus actually making that Grammy-winning album. These supremely modern digs are steeped in the Virgin rock and roll heritage with nods to icons like Grace Jones. The mega yacht-inspired look features a retro futurism design with a palette of deep blues used with iridescent dichroic elements in the bathroom to echo the deep blue sea. The suite is replete with bespoke Tom Dixon furniture pieces, large glam vanity tables, and European king beds which sit above terrazzo flooring. Every detail has been considered in these top-tier offerings, right down to the nautically inspired bare-wared kit drawer, so sailors have all of the tools for mixing beverages at their fingertips. The room features brass and real leather finishing sprinkled throughout, as well as a Yellow Leaf brand sustainably sourced terraced hammock. The rooms are all clever cabins with sensors that auto-adjust to sailor movements, also allowing for the room's lighting to easily change from day to evening play mode. Okay, this is the hammock over here, but then an outdoor ocean view shower on one of the suite terraces. We wanted to use all aspects of the Virgin brand, including our musical legacy, elements of Virgin Galactic, and inspiration from Richard Branson's Necker Island, added Jamie Douglas, the Senior Product Design Manager for Virgin Voyages. The idea was to consider sailor needs and comforts and create suites that were social, inspirational, and relaxing so that they wanted to spend time in them. These 78 Rockstar suites include 15 Mega Rockstar suites named the Massive, Fab, and Posh, and Gorgeous suites, all primarily located on deck 15, just a deck below Richard's rooftop, which is a Rockstar Suite sailor-only exclusive Sir Richard Branson-inspired top deck, and Top Chef alcohol-only cocktail lounge at the ship's forward-facing section. The massive suite's music room, which seconds as an extra bedroom, is stocked with guitars, an amp, and a special private lookout point at the front of the ship, perfect for the meditative types, and even a vinyl turntable. They all have that one. The terrace in the suite is complete with a standing hot tub, a runaway-style table for hosting guests, and in all 4 Megastar suites, there are open-air Pika view showers, that's what that's called, offering a complete gaze at the sea while rinsing off. Here's the second bedroom / music room with guitars and amps. Sailors in all tiers of the Rockstar Suites will enjoy breathtaking top-to-bottom marble bathrooms stocked with premium products, of course, the rain-style showers featuring multicolored dichroic glass windows and doors, providing a sneaky view either inside the room or outside onto the sea in the aptly named Peekaboo shower. Rockstar sailors should prepare for the full treatment like private driver airport transfers, helicopter arrangements, luggage assistance, and a private walk down an exclusive terminal pathway upon arrival. Rockstar sailors can also receive anytime boarding, early booking access to special events, and personal rock and roll style rider sheets with items delivered pre-arrival, of course, meant to satisfy even the most diva-like of requests. You even walk in on a red carpet if you're staying in a Rockstar suite. Here is one of the marble bathrooms in one of the suites. That's why our sailors can sit around and ponder the best angle for selfies over the conversation pit bar area or discuss a legendary night out while sipping some bubbly at the specially designed outdoor champagne table with a perfect fit for an ice bucket. Then, when too much spa, shower, and swim time leaves the sailor with an overly soaked suit at the end of the day, no problem. Sailors can just request the express drying bathing suit service. We're not kidding. That's a thing. If you're not at all surprised, these spaces were definitely made for you. Here is what the new terminal will look like and where the Virgin ship will park in Miami. As the Scarlet Lady comes together deck by deck, we wanted to build a home port that was fit for our lady ship. From the decor of the bars to every detail of the cabins, we partner with a creative collective of top-notch designers from around the globe to craft our Scarlet Lady. When it came to our Virgin Voyages terminal, we decided to look for top-notch talent in our very own backyard. Pending the Board of County Commission's approval of the MOU for construction of the new cruise facility, our new terminal and future home is planned for Port Miami. Seeing how we will be setting up shop in the heart of Biscayne Bay, we wanted to be sure that we worked with a firm that understood how to highlight and honor the Magic City. That's why we joined forces with Miami-based architecture and design firm Arquitectonica, the visionaries behind projects such as the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Brickell City Center Complex in Brickell, and the Miami City Ballet in South Beach. This is the terminal. That is the palm tree-like roof that they wanted to have. Not only are they experts in building structures equipped for tropical elements like sizzling sun, splashing salt, and dizzying winds, more importantly, they understand what it means to create something truly, unequivocally, and wholeheartedly Miami. Our goal with the terminal is to highlight and emphasize those things that people love about Miami and give a nod to the past in our own unique Virgin way. For years, visitors have been attracted by the city's sun-soaked beaches, invigorating atmosphere, and gorgeous iconic sights. No site more recognized than the Royal Palm Tree lounging carefree amidst a backdrop of captivating Art Deco design. These palm trees, tall and regal, relaxed yet unwavering, were the inspiration for the structure that will become our sanctuary in the bustling bay. To pay homage to these venerable palms, we wanted to design something that will make every sailor feel like they're having an authentic Miami experience from the moment they catch a glimpse of our mesmerizing terminal. In planning to bring life to a slab of hot concrete overlooking the beautiful downtown cityscape, Arquitectonica decided sailors could use a little shade before boarding the scintillating Scarlet Lady. This is what it'll look like at night. Ooh. The terminal's rooftop is designed to resemble a palm tree grove with pockets that allow natural light to flow into the building by day and gorgeous beams to light up our iconic Virgin Voyages logo, as well as the Miami sky by night, allowing our future home to shine brightly. The two-story storm-proof glass facility will be replete with lush landscaping, giving the terminal a plaza-like feel with designated areas for VIP drop-offs, as well as ride-sharing and provisioning, all designed to provide a seamless shore-to-ship experience. As soon as sailors begin to cross the bridge onto our port's planned future home on Dodge Island, it will be impossible to look away from our elegantly crafted structures that blend seamlessly to form a canopy of permanent palm trees anyone can enjoy. Our own Virgin Voyages Palm Grove. For most, sailing represents freedom, a wind in your face, salt in the air, breeze in your hair, boundless kind of travel that brings sailors to places they've never been or provides new perspectives on places that they have been. That's the approach Virgin Voyages is taking when it comes to destinations for premier vessel Scarlet Lady setting sail from Miami to the Caribbean in 2020. There will be 2,770 sailors on board and 1,160 crew. They will have Havana After Dark sailings, Mayan Soul sailings, and Dominican Days, DAZE sailings. To put it frankly, this won't be just another stock tour. Instead, sailors will carve their own paths in places like Costa Maya, where they can explore the ancient Maya ruins, experience luscious jungles, visit the Great Maya Reef, or make their way through top-tier restaurants and clubs on the beach. Overnight stay in Cuba, we talked about these things. All right, so what's cool about it is all of the dining is included. Your gratuities are also included. So there is not anything separate that you have to pay for on this ship when it comes to eating or drinking or gratuities. So that is nice because in most ships, you do have to pay all that stuff separately. There are a ton of various style eateries, all really nice and also included in the price. They don't like buffets. They decided not to do one. It's not for their sailors. So there you go. All right, so that is what I have on Virgin Voyages, which is a lot, but more to come as they start releasing the official itineraries. Magic Kingdom Park and Epcot are having annual pass holder VIP events on Tuesday, February 26th at Magic Kingdom from 10 p.m. to midnight, and at Epcot Thursday, March 21st from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I finally got an email. I had not gotten any AP emails before this one, but I will not be there either one of those dates, so I didn't register. But the people who did tell me that it's already booked up, so sorry about that. There is a new price for Universal Studio Hollywood one-day tickets. Visit anytime tickets, no date required. The new one adult price is $139 each. Again, this is Universal Studios Hollywood, not Orlando. And the child ticket is $133 each. The Atlanta Braves are returning to ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex for their annual spring training. Home of the Braves since 1997, the state-of-the-art sports complex at Walt Disney World Resort will host its final season of Braves action in the spring of 2019, allowing fans to catch the magic one last time before the team moves to its new spring training facility in Sarasota County, Florida in 2020. Tickets are first come, first served, and the games take place at Champion Stadium. This venue can accommodate 9,500 spectators. Each game features live music and Disney characters. The kids will have the opportunity for an on-field spectator experience by running the bases after every game. There will be opportunities to meet the players as well. Make sure to look in the outfield for the hidden Mickey. One child will even be selected at random to be a junior announcer for the whole inning. Individual tickets are on sale through Ticketmaster and at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex box office. Eligible Disney Vacation Club members can save $5 on upper level bleacher and third base lawn seats at select 2019 Atlanta Braves spring training home games by visiting the DVC member Ticketmaster page and using the code DVC Braves. Games eligible for the member discount include 1:05 p.m. games March 1st against the Toronto Blue Jays, March 3rd and 15th against the Miami Marlins, March 4th against the Houston Astros, March 6th and 22nd against Detroit Tigers, March 11th against the Pittsburgh Pirates, March 19th against the Washington Nationals, and March 23rd against the New York Mets. Only home games are listed, so the full schedule is online. But there's February 25th, the Washington Nationals, the 26th, the New York Mets, the 28th, the Detroit Tigers, March 1st, the Toronto Blue Jays, March 3rd, Miami Marlins, March 4th, Houston Astros, March 8th, Philadelphia Phillies, March 11th, Pittsburgh Pirates, March 12th, the St. Louis Cardinals, March 15th, the Miami Marlins, March 17th, the Detroit Tigers, 18th, the New York Yankees, 19th, the Washington Nationals, March 22nd, the Detroit Tigers, and March 23rd, the New York Mets. All right, so the tickets range anywhere from $15 a person to $59 a person. Not too bad. The guest experience team cast members in the blue shirts are still available at Magic Kingdom. They have extended their time, and they're going to be floating around the park until 11 p.m. daily at Main Street USA Castle Hub, Tomorrowland near Stitch's Great Escape, Fantasyland along the castle wall near the Enchanted Tales with Belle, Frontierland across from Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe on the Golden Oak Outpost side, and Adventureland near Jungle Skipper Canteen. These are the guest services members that they put out during the holiday season, and then they're keeping till late spring, and they wear blue shirts. So if you're in the Magic Kingdom, look for them. They will help you with many things. Let's see. Okay, there is a new Mickey balloon popcorn bucket that has debuted at Walt Disney World. This is what it looks like. There is a Steamboat Willie one that's black and white and gray that debuted at Disneyland today for annual pass holders. And oh my gosh, the line to get that thing was nuts. So that's the new popcorn bucket at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. As WDWNT previously reported, there are new automated PhotoPass cameras being put up in different locations in the parks in Walt Disney World. the first place where you can see one is at Tinkerbell's meet and greet in Town Square Theater in Magic Kingdom. So that's interesting. I wonder if they still have a PhotoPass photographer in there, or if it's just the cameras, the automatic cameras. I don't know. Starting today, the wildly popular Disney Junior Dance Party at Disney California Adventure welcomes Vampirina to the stage. So if your kid's like Vampirina and Disney Junior, she's now at the Disney Dance Party at Walt Disney World and Hollywood Studios, and now out in Disneyland at California Adventure. Oh, this is sad. Beaches and Cream Soda Shop at Disney's Beach Club Resort will be undergoing a lengthy 3-month refurbishment beginning in early August. During the closure, there will be a temporary location at Disney's Beach Club Resort available to offer guests their ice cream fix. Unfortunately, during the closure, the walk-up window will be closed as well. The reason for the refurbishment is to improve the pre-existing layout of the eatery. Okay. During the 3-month refurbishment, the arcade located next door to it will also be closed. Beaches and Cream Soda Shop, along with their monstrous milkshakes, delicious sandwiches, and more, will reopen towards the end of 2019. Yes, and Space Mountain reopened. We talked about that. Did you know that Amaret's Patisserie is now taking orders for the new Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar Cake design? You can call 407-934-3500 to place your order today in Disney Springs. It's like the Mickey ice cream bar, but it's a cake. Interior demolition of downtown Disney's Anaheim ESPN zone has begun. So that's one that's not coming back, apparently. And that is all the news for today. So I know it was a lot, but I wanted you to see the new Virgin Voyages cruise line ships and what they're going to be doing, because it's very interesting. And if you're looking for an adults only cruise experience, that will be an interesting one to try. So if you're wanting to know more about those itineraries, I will know more on February 5th as an agent. And then I will know the most and be able to book them starting Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in any of those, let me know. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much. I will talk to you again later. Goodbye.